Sophisticated games, the ones you look at and refund after 25 minutes because your brain is too small to comprehend its absolute complexity. What do you mean I need to westernize? What has capitalism and imperialism ever done for us? Oh, my people are starving. Time to invade Oman, I guess.
I'm really into colonization.
The games nationalist 12-year-olds play when they discover politics for the first time and want to play up their fantasy of turning Europe into Europistan. I think I might be losing. These games aren't for the simple-minded, average basement dweller gamers. These games are for those with intellect, those with class. I, my friends, am a sophisticate myself. My wine is Sauvignon, my food is gourmet, and my games are strategy. Wait, did I say Sauvignon right? Let me check.
Sauvignon.
Close enough. I play Civilization on deity mode. I play RPGs on the highest difficulty. And goddamn, I'd be lying if I said wiping out an entire nation in EU4 wasn't fun. But I am no bad man. I play the Ottomans, and as a wise Turkish man once said, It just speaks for itself. Now you may be asking, what even makes a game sophisticated in the first place? Well, my friend, I'll soon tell you. Flashback to the 1950s, now we're on the dark web. Actually, we're on no web because nobody had internet access back then. Well, except for these guys, but they're using it to spy on commies, so it's fine. Korea is booming and not in the good way. Russia launched a metal orb into space that makes America more paranoid than the schizophrenic man in my attic, aka Dave. And this lady went to school. I have no idea why it's so significant. I go to school every single day, and I don't have my own Wikipedia article. This decade is where the first video game was ever made. Pong. The beginning of the downfall of humanity. Oh wait, no, it's called Tennis for Two. I'm calling it Pong, okay? I don't care. Now you may be asking, where are the XP bars and anime girls? Oh my god, where are the XP bars and anime girls? Well, the anime girls will come later, I assure you. Please like this joke. I bought the game on Steam to make it. Sponsored by my mom's credit card. Well, let me tell you, this game is extremely significant and has more of a lasting legacy than most dictators. The riveting gameplay involves a ball going back and forth in between these two Slim Jims. And it's the beginning of basement dwellers doing things virtually they can do in real life. Why make friends if I have plenty of my critically acclaimed virtual Sims game, Mom? Ever since then, we've seen a plethora of intelligent games such as Sue Wars 2 Electric Boogaloo, Certified Drake Simulator, and Dante's Inferno HD. I don't know, it's just not faithful to Alighieri's beautiful self-insert fanfiction. I have no idea why I put that in the video. I was just in the mood for it. One can argue that this game is art. I mean, it has visuals and it has a deep underlying message. It's a metaphor for how we as humans engage in these frivolous games, knowing there's no point because our imperfections will cause us to mess up eventually.
What's your source for that?
What's your source for that?
You got a source? What's the source? Tell us the source.
Just trust me, brother. The screen is black to show the reflection of the decrepit basement dweller that you are. Yeah, it's probably just me. It was made with the purpose of expressing creativity and creating an entirely new medium in the process, so yes, it's as much art as those drawings I made when I was in 5th grade. This is what a true masterpiece looks like right here. Now let's time travel to the 1980s to see how video games are doing then. Japan is booming, and in the good way this time. Drug use is zooming, and games are, oh god. Okay, I think I need to set a boundary. Is everything art? I mean, E.T. for the Atari keeps me up every single night. Is it not art conceptually? If the art violates the Geneva Convention, is it even art at that point? If it's made out of greed, should it even be considered art? If the creator invaded Poland, why should we call it art? Oh wait, wrong script. It was made for the sole purpose of cashing in on dumb parents with dumb kids who want haha funny alien game. Except those dumb parents with dumb kids aren't actually dumb because they didn't even buy this torture mechanism. I'm not even gonna get philosophical here. I'm gonna straight up state my opinion. This game has as much value as a 5-year-old chain smoker's lungs. Oh, but surely my totally biased self won't turn around and say the 90s was the golden age of gaming, right? Why do you think they remade all those games with better graphics? They were basically feral to make the same game but with more graphics and slightly better content. Reminds me of a certain company today. Dude, who am I kidding? That doesn't narrow it down at all. The amount of masterpieces that came out during this era is criminal. It's like the renaissance of video games. And they both involve the fall of an empire to achieve that. We have Pain Simulator, aka Average Day of a Portuguese Night in the 12th century. Spooky game, I don't know, it's been in my library for 2 years but I've never played it. And Stalin Simulator, my people are already starving so it's really authentic. These games aren't nostalgic for me either since I was a fetus until the mid-2000s, as you can tell by my voice. I swear the mic makes my voice sound squeakier, I'm sorry. Games are no longer relegated to child plebeians traveling to arcades and wishing their money on an inferior form of entertainment. Now we can wish their money to finally simulate having a romantic partner. It's great, all I have to do is give her flowers and she marries me. Apparently when I do it though, I get a restraining order. This era is basically the third industrial revolution where it created even more untalented people to waste their time doing pointless labor. Except we do it for free and we pay them for it. It's almost genius. A sophisticated game can be appreciated by almost anybody, accessible to even the most savage of peasants. In fact, let's look at some sophisticated games to see what it means to be truly refined. Victoria 2, a game that will make every single day feel like September 12th. Flout improbable fantasies such as ending slavery in Liberia, ending poverty in Liberia, and ending unpleasantness in Liberia. That part really broke my immersion, honestly. This game almost ruined my life multiple times and has officially cock-blocked me from getting a 4.0 GPA. Hey, at least I was able to take Hong Kong as Sokoto. it's really worth it. EU4, a game where you simulate the worst timeline, except you can fix that by invading Britain as Portugal and becoming the ultimate colonizers. This game is extremely unforgiving on Iron Man mode, and I have cried multiple times playing this game. It'll make you more angry than a Chinese scholar who fails his exam, claims to be the brother of Jesus, and destroys almost all of China in the process. Oh, you thought I was talking about the game, didn't you? No, this is totally real. Mods are abundant in this game too.
Can I talk my shit again?
When you can simulate instances such as the worst timeline, the best timeline. Some nations are also absolutely insufferable to play, such as any Mesoamerican nation, North American natives, West African nations, that's not Benin by the way, and literally every single nation in Asia. Oh yeah, and Australian Aboriginals, if you're genuinely a sociopath and love doing nothing in the game you paid for. Hollow Knight, a game so sophisticated, I was sent to a mental hospital because of how long we've been waiting for the sequel. Play this small bug as you partake in bug racism, and fight larger bugs to prove your superiority. Fight terrifying creatures such as your mother, that thing that gave me an infection when I was on vacation in Venezuela, the entire cast of B-Movie, literal bug god himself. Enjoy the music but never actually get to absorb it as you're too busy stressing over enemy attacks. It's accessible to any group, and I totally recommend it to anybody who has eyes, hands, or fingers. Rain World, a Hollow Knight for people with severe schizophrenia. Simulate the life of a white fox in the average Chinese city and try to survive as multiple of my elementary school drawings try to attack you. The game has an ecosystem more complex than the Anglo Civil War.
Death to the MPLA!
There are so many random features in this game that have as much importance as a vestigial organ. I spent 2 whole hours trying to tame this green lizard thing and lost him within the span of 30 minutes because life is not fair and I hate that. This game will cause multiple spikes in your blood pressure and make you know how it feels to be at the bottom of the food chain. Who am I kidding? I was already there in high school. All of these games require some kind of advanced knowledge to actually fully grasp how to play them. This isn't your grandma's game. Well, no, I take it back, it actually might be. Anyway, class, what do we learn today? Answer me. Honestly, a sophisticated game can come down to personal preferences. I mean, I don't think Fortnite is the modern equivalent of the School of Athens, but that's really up to you. That's right, it's up to you. Anyway, editing this video has physically drained my soul, and I can't fathom editing this for any longer than it already have. God, please take me. Anyway, this was merely a test video, so if you like this stuff, check out my longer, more polished things. Peace out.